What's up, everyone? Joseph of Flooring Takeoffs here. Came across this job about a week ago. Wanted to share it with everyone. It's a really good example of how all the details matter on a project and really how easy it is to miss things depending on what your plan set looks like. So we have these showers. Um, I, to be honest, I missed it the first time through on these keynotes. I missed it on the elevation, and I really only caught it on this next page. So we're going to go ahead and start there, and then I'll come back and show you what I should have seen. So we had on this detail page, and it was a little unusual. I even caught it here because this is not a lot of stuff that really impacts our takeoff. So a lot of it you can see is nothing, and then you can see up here shower details and this shower niche. So this is where I saw it. I'm like, oh man, I missed this. Let me go back and find out where this is on the plans. So we went back. Didn't really see anything at first glance, so I started going through the keynotes, and then you can see it up here, number 288. So here's all our product info, and I'm like, okay, let's go back down and see what I missed. So I went down this enlarged, and you can see just the way this is. It's just kind of a jumble of keynotes, and honestly, this is not, I don't see this a lot. This is not normally the plans that I get labeled this way. So that's just my that's my excuse for missing it. But you can see it's 288. I'll just cloud those real quick. You see that one, and this one. So, and that one's actually not drawn, but we're just assuming it all is going to match. So there's those three. So it was actually there. And I'm like, okay, well, let me see where I missed it over here. And it's over here, but it's actually kind of hidden behind the shower curtain. So again, it's all really all the keynote. The keynote was doing all the work in this one. So how do I avoid this? If you're, I mean, I've been doing this a long time. I missed it. If you're a new estimator, this would be a very, very easy thing to miss. The best way to handle stuff like this is, I guess, one, make sure you're checking all your detail pages, even if you don't think they matter. Because again, this is not, at first glance, does not look like something that matters. But then you see these three up here. You know, we got some shower, we got some other actually really good info. You got your depressions, you got your waterproofing info stuff here up top, and then this niche detail. So that's lesson number one. Make sure you're checking all your pages. And then number two, the best way I've found to minimize this, like mistakes are going to happen. Maybe this was, again, maybe you're new. Maybe this is like your fifth plan review of the day. It's the end of the day. This is only 2 pages, but it's a 200 plus page plan set that I cropped these out of. So, there's all sorts of different factors that come into play, but something you can do is create a list of keywords and just be like, I'm going to search these keywords on every job that I do, whether it's I'm doing the takeoff, whether it's I'm reviewing someone else's takeoff. Make that list. It can be like a physical list on a piece of paper. We put it on our monitor, we put it on our desk, or it can just be part of your checklist that you have on your computer. But just make it part of your process and pick some words. So for us, we typically look at alternates, dialects, waterproofing, and niche is actually on there. So I would have searched it at the end and it would have come up, but just my first initial review didn't catch it. But if you find stuff that you're missing, if I would say more than once or twice, something just keeps popping up and causing a problem, add it to your list. I mean, it takes another 30 seconds per keyword to search that. I mean, it's really no time at all when you think of, the headache that it could save you down the line. And for the newer estimators, unfortunately, this is just the way you learn, is by missing things. So hopefully you have somebody that can be like, hey, this is what happened, not just be like, hey, you missed this, do better next time. Hopefully you got somebody that's sitting down with you being like, hey, this is what happened, this is what we should be looking for, this is what we want to do going forward to try and avoid making this mistake again. So maybe this video could be that for you if you don't have someone in house. taking the time to sit with you and show you where this stuff could happen. I mean, again, this is not a detail drawn in the way that I normally see, but I mean, you have to deal with it. You get different architects from different parts of the country, different projects. I mean, things just look different. You have to be accountable for what you're doing your takeoff with. So, the takeoff comes through me. I can't be like, hey, I've never seen this architect before. I had no idea they would do this. Once I'm submitting the takeoff and be like, these are my numbers, that doesn't really matter anymore, right? So a good fallback to try and avoid that is just make a list, and whatever makes sense to where I like a physical one because it makes me look at it like I have to see it. If I put it in an SOP somewhere and it's in the cloud, maybe I'm the one person that checks that and remembers to do that checklist for every job. Most likely, I can be pretty diligent about it for most of the days, but again, if this is the end of the day, maybe I'm not as diligent as I should be, right? So you want to try and take that element out of your workflow where it's depending on you to just have this amazing willpower to do all the steps that you need to do. Just make it easy. Put it on your monitor and or on your desk or whatever's easy, and it's right there. Make it hard for you, not just hard, make it impossible for you to forget that that's part of your workflow. So again, whatever that looks like for you, is going to be different for everyone. But I just wanted to share that because I think all too often, it's hard. We're just grinding. We're doing takeoffs. We're going through plan sets. Maybe we feel like because we missed something, we're not doing a good job. When the reality is, everyone misses things. It's the only way you learn and are going to get better at this job is by missing things. And the key is, don't miss the same thing over and over. I don't think there's anyone that will get upset with you for making a mistake unless you're making that same mistake over and over after, somebody has sat down with you and been like, hey, let's try this next time. This is how we can avoid this going forward. That's a different issue. But making mistakes, that's just how you learn doing this job. I've been doing this a long time too, and this is something I miss. So if you're only a couple of years in, still trying to get comfortable reading plans, this is probably something you would have missed. But again, just wanted to share that. If anybody else has any stories or any jobs, I would like to do a video on that at some point, like our biggest misses, because I know we all have them. I know we all have stories. I've got a good one that I would be, I don't know, happy to share is probably not the right way to put it, but I think it'd be good to get that kind of stuff out there and let people feel comfortable that it's okay to miss things. It's expected to a certain degree, depending on your volume and your experience level, but you know we just try to find ways to learn from those mistakes and not make them same mistakes going forward. So if anyone has any questions on this or would like some help maybe putting their list together or maybe figuring out a workflow, reach out to me. It's Joseph, Joseph at flooringtakeoffs.com. I'd love to talk to you and help you however I can. Thanks.